Hey everyone, this is Zach with the Palantir Research Channel. Today, I'm sharing research on one of Palantir's largest partners in their fastest growing and I believe largest potential market for revenue, which is healthcare. But are they even going to make money on this deal? We know with big partnerships, there can be limited financial upside due to the opportunity to work with them and take the time to build up their solutions, especially if they're trying to break into an industry. This video will be trying to figure out the monetary and non-monetary benefits of Palantir partnering with Cleveland Clinic. And for those who don't know, this partnership was announced as a 10-year partnership. I'm going to go into why each of them are going into this partnership with each other, but also taking a closer look at Cleveland Clinic to see if we can figure out the potential dollars at stake. So for those who don't know, I do work in the healthcare industry on the technology side, but I believe even outsiders of the healthcare, people do recognize Cleveland Clinic as one of the top renowned health systems in the world. And as a renowned leader in the healthcare industry, Palantir went into a long-term 10-year partnership with them in order to, and I quote, to deliver an operations virtual command center for Cleveland Clinic. The virtual command center brings an innovative approach to driving operational excellence and improving patient access by enabling data-driven decision-making and resource allocation on hospital front lines, end quote. To sum that up, they want to be efficient with their resources and save money, but, and a huge but, they also want to preserve and hopefully improve their reputation with better quality patient care. So it's not a simple cut costs and you win, but you actually have to do better. And as a nonprofit, there are still plenty of motivations, of course, to grow revenue and increase your operational margin as much as possible in order to continue the mission and hopefully sustain your large salaries at the top, while growing a nice big endowment to invest and further compound your survivability as an organization that brings top-notch healthcare to the world. So pretty much the same as for-profit sans the decent mission. To give some perspective on scale, Cleveland Clinic in recent years does revenue in around the $10 to $13 billion mark per year, with their most recent year of 2022 bringing in $13 billion bucks. The revenue is only half the story though, and I believe a big motivator for them to partner with Palantir is for two big reasons, with I think the second one most important to Cleveland Clinic in my opinion. One, Palantir has the reputation and actual product to make changes across such a large global complex organization in healthcare, and this was seen throughout the world with many governments and large organizations during the pandemic. But two, which is even more important, they truly want efficiency to cut costs and offset this, $1.9 billion net loss on their investments in 2022, which doesn't sound mission sustainable to me. Now, to give them some credit, 2021 was a big run-up year as we all experienced, but it just must have been a gut punch, as they apparently gained $2.2 billion back then, but fast forward today, as we all heard, it's almost all gone with that recent loss. And keep in mind, this is a double whammy since they had an operating loss of $211.3 million for 2022, whereas back in 2021, they actually had an operating income of $746.3 million. So yeah, the motivation to partner for efficiency is there for Cleveland Clinic, and at 10 years, them and Palantir truly see this as a long-term play, where I think now this is probably full speculation for Palantir. The monetary benefit of this partnership is once they create the best solution, they will partner up in making sure this spreads like wildfire throughout the healthcare industry. As we've been seeing with the apprehension from some of the public on the data privacy for the NHS contract, if you had a name like Cleveland Clinic to your product as list of customers in healthcare, you are truly getting the cream of the crop. The reputation is that powerful for a firm like this and anyone who works with them, like Palantir, that carries a lot of weight if you work in healthcare. So both sides are very motivated to make this 10-year partnership work, if not even longer. But what is the potential financial benefit then for Palantir? Leverage-wise, I wouldn't be surprised by Cleveland Clinic probably getting good terms, maybe similar to the relationship Palantir has with BP early on. Not saying it'll be completely exclusive with non-competes or an investment stake, but at least lowering the price for them since they're taking a chance on Palantir to research and build up and develop their virtual command center, especially with Cleveland Clinic's reputation at stake. And that's a hefty payment too if something were to go south. So even single-digit millions is not impossible to occur, or millions in the low teens in my honest opinion. But why this low? First, we need to take into account, especially for those outside of healthcare, these health systems are very heavy top-line organizations. As you saw that $13 billion revenue figure, where you are probably happy to eke out even 8 to 10% margin, but I'm still over-exaggerating here because this is actually for-profit hospitals. For nonprofits, just not losing is the name of the game, and for reference, that's more than half of the hospitals in the United States. Not to be all doom and gloom, but in the US, for hospitals, we actually saw an improvement in their index from the pandemic of negative 5.4% to negative 1.5%. But historically, you just lose. So honestly, I'm not expecting huge dollars in the hundreds of millions or even high tens of millions millions of dollars per year. As we saw for 2022, their operating loss was a couple $100 million, and with the year before, they did have a positive $700 million of operating profit. Showing results is the most important thing Palantir can do right now, and get all the reputable kudos from Cleveland Clinic. That's the most valuable part of this partnership, honestly. But who knows, maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised if we ever get a dollar amount, and please like and subscribe to Palantir Research for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next video.